S 出ますよ。どうぞしど。
Hello again.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Hi, Heidi. And hello, everyone, anyone else. Welcome to Verbling. Hi there, I'm teacher Oakley. And once again, we're going to talk about idioms
Idiom.
today in this class. Yeah, we're gonna be looking at idioms that have to do with parts of the body for the next excuse me, for the next three times, three classes at this particular hour for the next 3 days.
Body idiom.
Body idioms
Oh,
today is our topic. We'll do this by looking at various fill in the blank or mix and match exercises.
pull my leg or something.
Possibly that might come up. Absolutely.
It costs arm and legs.
There you go. Okay, arms and legs.
I'm
Right. Okay. We'll do various exercises together. We'll also I will talk about how these idioms are used or when, what circumstances, and any related idioms. And finally, if you have idioms in your first language, in your native language, which are similar, please share them with the class. I always find that very interesting to discuss the similarity of idioms cross-culturally. Okay. All right, we've had some others join us, Heidi, so I would like to say hello to Omar. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm doing okay. Fine. Thanks for joining us. Talk to you in a little bit. Hello, Michael. Good to see you again.
Hey, Teacher Oakley.
Hey there. And hi, Max. Good to have you back.
Hello again.
Hello again.
Hi everyone.
Hello. Okie doke. Well, let's jump in and get started talking about idioms that are related to the body. Okay. Hang on. First, I would like to talk about, well, literal, non-literal meanings. Often as we've done these idiom classes, we can see that various ideas have an inference, or they kind of infer an idea or a connotation of a certain idea. You know, for example, hot or heat often expresses the idea of anger or very high emotions. Cool or cold often expresses the idea of lack of emotions.
I remember the only one. One Japanese idiom. The neighbor will boil the tea.
Bowl the tea. Okay.
My neighbor will boil the tea. It means very funny, laughing, like a little insulted.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, we're going to look at these parts of the body here. And what is the connotation? It's a little mix and match exercise. What is the basic connotation of this word? What does it relate to? Curiosity, emotions, skill. All right, so Heidi, usually the idea of the heart.
Heart, emotion.
Emotions, definitely. Heart, love, emotions, deep emotions, exactly. Omar, a little more difficult. The nose.
Okay, I think that could be curiosity.
Very good. He says curiously. Okay, very good. Yes, curiosity. For example, a nosy person is a person who's overly curious, too curious. Right, excellent. Michael, how about the hand?
Skillful.
Very good. For example, just adding a Y to hand makes the
Handy.
adjective handy. Yeah, right. If you're handy, it means you're very skillful. Many physical jobs. All right. Max, how about face?
Maybe how you look like.
Well, no.
Which emotion on your face?
All right. What is the connotation of face? Sort of a general idea associated with a face, non-literal. We're talking about abstractly, like the heart abstractly relates to emotions, the nose abstractly relates to curiosity. So the face.
Oh, I have clue.
Okay. Well, you have some clue because you have A, B, C, D here.
Yeah, maybe E. Confrontation. Emotions. D.
Not emotions. We've already picked that for heart. Now you're right. Okay. Face confrontation. All right. If you face someone, you confront them and you talk to them directly. All right. Face the truth, for example. All right. You confront the truth. Heidi, last one. Head. Well, obviously.
Top.
Yeah. Okay. Top, in many ways to think about that. Physically the top, or the top of, for example, an organization, a head officer, head administrator. We use head in job titles very often. Okay. All right. Now we're going to move on, and we're going to look at a good dozen different idioms that have to do with those and other parts of the body. And we're going to do a little fill-in-the-blank exercise. So please read the sentence and then choose from one of the possible idioms that are in bold italic print up above, A through L, and fill in the blank. Omar, I'm going to start with you. Number one.
Okay, I'm ready. I love my old car, but I'm having more and more problems with it. I think that is
Pain in my neck.
A good one. Yeah, not on the list, but very possible, right?
to a head.
What's that?
I come to a head.
No, I can understand why you might choose that. It's very similar to the one we're looking for, but kind of the, well, I can understand your choice. Nope. Does anybody know, anybody else know what possible, talking about the car, it's...
Maybe an old hand?
No. Nope.
Golden face, maybe?
Sorry, Omar?
Little C, golden face.
No, it's couldn't face.
Handed to him?
No.
No?
No.
A bright
okay.
face.
No.
Face,
Oh my gosh.
face the fact.
No. Oh my golly, people.
My hands.
No. Amazing. Oh no. In fact, the expression is referring to the car. I think it's on its last legs. We can say this, you can use this idiom for anything or anybody. He's on his last legs, meaning he's just about finished. Meaning whatever it is just about over, kaput, finished, done. If your car is on its last legs, it's not going to go much further. You could talk about a person physically being on their last legs. And it could mean that... Yes, Max?
Sorry, Oakley. I think in Russian we say on its last days.
Its last days. Okay. Well, that's a little bit more direct, actually.
Yeah.
This is quite a bit more idiomatic. But I have to explain, you know, if you say someone's on their last legs, you could be meaning that they're going to die soon, but you could also mean, you could be talking about somebody, a soccer player. Okay, he's been playing in the league for 15 years. I think he's on his last legs. Well, legs, soccer, I guess. But you could say the advertising campaign is on its last legs. The advertising campaign is no longer effective. We're going to dismiss it, end it soon. So really anything, even an abstract idea, could be on its last legs. A person, my dog is on his last legs. Well, here I probably mean that the dog's about to die. So really you can use this idiom for anything that is nearing the end of its usefulness or the end of its lifespan. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Nader, hello, welcome, hi, howdy.
Hi, no, it's good.
How are you? Okay, he's got traffic. Okay. Nader, we'll come back to you in a little bit. I'll let the traffic go by.
Now it's okay.
Now it's okay? All right. You want to try number 2? You want to jump right in?
Okay. My boyfriend and
Okay. Go ahead.
My boyfriend and I have always argued quite a lot. But the situation last week when he accused me of lying.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Came to a head.
Excellent. Very good. And you can see this is a little bit similar to on its last leg, so I understand why Omar picked that. All right. The situation came to a head. You're talking about an ongoing argument or disagreement that suddenly peaks. If it came to a head, I would imagine the boyfriend and the girlfriend were fighting very, very aggressively and loudly, and maybe it's come to a head last week. They're probably broken up by now, I would assume.
You can say it was hanging in the air for a long time, but now it came to a head.
Very good. Yes, and those two idiomatic expressions go together. They go together hand in hand. They go together very well. A situation is hanging in the air. It just keeps going on and on and on and doesn't really get resolved. All right. Very good. Yes. Okay, Michael. Number 3.
I'm sorry, John, but we have to that we are not getting on. We have to face the fact.
Very good. Yeah. You have to face the fact. I think I mentioned this earlier. All right. You have to be honest, meaning we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to, you know, stop beating around the bush and face the fact. Ooh, there's another 2 idioms that go together well. Stop beating around the bush and just face the facts. Okay. Okay, Max, how about number 4?
I can't trust you anymore. You've been talking about me. Oh, it's easy. Just find it. I can find it. You've been talking about me behind my back.
There it is. Yeah, you got it. And then this is, of course...
Oh, B. It's B.
It is B, and it's an extremely common idiom. Yeah. talking behind someone's back where they can't hear you. You're saying things about them, but not telling them these usually negative things. Yeah, pretty much always negative things. That's right. Very common idiom.
We have the same idiom, I think.
Ah, really? Okay. Yep.
This
Sometimes,
one is a universal, I guess.
What's that, Nader?
Maybe it's a universal one. We have it as well.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think this one is very, very common all over the world. Sometimes as a joke, if I'm saying something and the person is sitting right there, as a joke, I may say, yes, I am. I'm talking in front of your back, which doesn't make sense. I'm just actually sarcastically using the expression in a backwards way, just to be funny. Okay. Let's see. Heidi, we're back to you. Heidi, back to you. Number 5.
5. What's the matter with you? You've changed since your promotion. I think power's gone to your head.
Exactly. Where is it? D. That's right. I think power's gone to your head. Okay. What does that mean, Heidi?
Maybe he got power, so he thinks became good powerful person. He thinks he can dominate anything.
Exactly. He thinks he can dominate anything and everything. Precisely. Very good. Thank you. Araceli, welcome to the class. Hello.
Hello, thank you.
How are you today?
Well, I'm doing well. What
Very
about
good.
you?
I am doing okay. Pretty good. All right, we're looking at idioms that have to do with the body. We're doing a little exercise, fill in the blank with the idiom. We're on number 6. Araceli, you want to try this one?
Okay. Bob's an excellent chairman. He is blank at controlling difficult people. A brave face?
Yeah, no.
No.
No. Here's a clue. Earlier, before you arrived, we determined that often hand is related to skillful.
An old hand.
Ah, very good. That's it. He's an old hand, meaning he's an old master. He's very skillful at controlling difficult people, and he has a lot of experience and skill. All right, so if you're an old hand at something, you have experience and skill doing it. Araceli, what are you an old hand at doing?
I don't know. Controlling difficult students.
Okay, there you go. All right, very good. Okay, excellent. All right, something you've had a lot of experience doing. You're an old hand at. All right, Omar, number 7.
Okay. Ask Marianne to help you. She's got 4 figures. I don't know. And she's got my hands.
No. Once again, yeah, we just talked about hands being related to skillful, so it seems like we're talking about skill here, but actually, we're not. This is a trick, kind of.
I don't know. Hand it to him?
No. Actually, it's not an idiom with hand. I can totally understand why you would think so, but I'm afraid.
With health, I don't know.
Sorry.
I think that is related with some health. Then
Hell. No. Uh, does anybody in the class know what this is?
A good hit.
Good head, yeah. She's got a good head for figures. Very much related. Somebody has a good head on their shoulders. An entire idiom here. Sometimes head, okay, can mean top or person in charge or something, but also it can have to do with intelligence or really practical intelligence. If somebody has a good head on their shoulders, they have good common sense, what we call common sense. Just practical, everyday, okay. Well, common sense. All right. Or more specifically, we say somebody has a good head for something, for whatever. Obviously, some kind of, for figures, with meaning for numbers. She has a good head for math. She has a good head for, I don't know, spatial dimensions. Whatever. She has a good head for physics, any kind of mental activity. Okay, Anita, number 8. Nader?
There is nothing I can do to help, I'm afraid. Maybe my hands are tied, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Where
My hands.
Yeah,
Yes.
E. My hands are tied, and actually the whole expression is not my hands. The whole expression is my hands are tied, which means exactly what it says here. There's nothing you can do. If your hands are tied in a certain situation due to rules, laws, constraints, your position, whatever, for whatever reasons, it means you can't do anything about a problem. All right, Michael, how about number 9? Michael, are you there? Okay, Michael, connection problem? They don't know. All right, let's move on to Max.
Okay, I'm afraid I'm not coming to the concert. You know, I am not keen on classical music, and I something do 3 hours of it.
Something, yeah.
Maybe I couldn't face.
Yeah,
3
something
hours.
or something not do for 3 hours of it. Very good. Okay, well, we talked about face being confront. All right, I couldn't face 3 hours of it.
Or I couldn't stand.
Or I couldn't stand 3 hours of it would be also very common. Or I couldn't sit through 3 hours of it. It's also possible. Yeah, and all of the above. All right.
I couldn't push myself 3 hours of it.
That would be understandable, but not very regular. Not really a normal way to express that. Yeah. All right. You can't face something, or you have to face something. It means, again, you have to confront it. Okay. I can't face the truth. Okay, Heidi, how about number 10?
I know Jane's in a lot of plan, lot of pain, but she put
Ah.
She put. Um, mhm. I'm not
Puts
all fine
something on it.
on it. Hand. Maybe hand. Huh? And all the hand?
No.
No.
The idea. Sorry. The idea here is that she's in a lot of pain, but she tries to
Okay,
appear
okay, I got it. And
that she's not.
I lost anywhere. Okay. A brave face.
There you go. Exactly. I know Jane's in a lot of pain, but she puts a brave face on it. So usually it puts a brave face on. Yeah. He put a brave face on some. Okay. Yeah. Meaning that somebody's trying to tough it out. And here's I guess, kind of a related idiomatic expression. If you tough it out, even though you're in pain, whatever kind of pain, emotional, mental, physical pain, you try to keep doing it. If you put a brave face on it, all right, you act very bravely. You're not breaking down emotionally. You're still functioning, even though maybe there's physical, emotional, or mental pain. Any of the above. You could say, oh, she's going through a very difficult divorce, but she's putting a brave face on it. Same idea. It doesn't matter what kind of pain you're talking about. Erthoi. Whoops. Number 11.
Richard's business just go from strength to strength. You know, you get to mm,
There it is. Okay.
hand it to him.
Very good. All right. His business just keeps getting better and better. All right. Maybe he's an old hand at his business, and you've got to hand it to him. You got to. We also use hand. You hand someone credit, or you can obviously use give. I have to give you credit. All right. I have to recognize, I guess, verbally, whatever, recognize and compliment you. So if you hand someone a compliment, or you hand someone credit, or you give someone credit for something, you've got
So
to hand it to them.
it means that you are recognizing that his business is going better.
That's right, but it could be. That's right. Specifically in this case, that's exactly what it's saying. But of course, you could use the idiom, in many different situations. Okay.
For example, you say, my daughter has been studying a lot and she got good marks. I have to hand it to her because she didn't afford or something like that.
Absolutely. Yes, that would totally. That would totally work. Yeah. He is a really ugly man, and he's not exactly rich either. I can't believe he married such a beautiful, sexy model. You've got to hand it to him. Wow. How did he pull that off? Okay.
Can we use it literally, like handover?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, you could. Okay. Well, you have the pencil. He needs the pencil. You've got to hand it to him. Yeah. You hand somebody something. You give it to them from your hand to their hand. So yeah, it can be extremely literal. Sure. Absolutely. Alec, what was your question in the chat box? I'm slightly confused. Is what an idiom? tough it out or something else? Oh, Oleg's not in the class. What? Yeah, anyway, you're not in the class, but if you want to ask me again a little clearer, I don't know what you're asking me. Okay, Omar, last one here, number 12.
Okay, I try. We'll have to go to the bank and ask for another loan. You just can't go on burying in the sand any longer.
Yeah. Burying what in the sand?
Okay. Wooden face?
Burying your face in the sand? No. Nope. This is a common idiom. If you're. Does anybody know? Anybody else? Burying your what in the sand?
Your head.
Your head.
Your head. Yeah. Omar, if you bury your head in the sand, you just ignore facts around you. In fact, you're not facing facts. You're
Okay.
just it's the opposite of facing facts. If you're facing facts, you're dealing with the truth. You're dealing with the reality. If you're burying your head in the sand, you're refusing to deal with a problem. You're refusing to face the realities of an issue. In this particular case, I'm supposing he's advising the person to go to the bank. You can't keep ignoring the fact that we don't have enough money to run the business, pretending that it doesn't exist, pretending the problem will take care of itself or will just go away. All right? You have a problem and you just ignore it, hoping the problem will end. You're burying your head in the sand. Exactly. The mental picture, Araceli, is exactly right. Supposedly, and I don't know if this is true or not, supposedly when ostriches are really frightened, they actually physically stick their head in the sand. Does anybody know if that's true or that's just a sort of a myth, an old wives' tale?
I have no idea.
No
We
idea.
can
I see
Google
them
it.
burying their heads, but I don't know for what. Maybe they are searching for food.
Okay. All right. So the fact is they do bury their heads, but why? Maybe it's some kind of mystical religious experience that only an ostrich can understand. Okay. Funny. Okay. All right, mix and match. We've got a few idioms here. We're going to mix and match, try to figure out what definition matches which idiom. So, Nader, number 1, if you foot the bill. Nader, are you there?
You pay for it.
You pay for it. Exactly. And very common, of course, for dining in a restaurant. The host of the party will foot the bill. In American weddings, the father of the bride is normally, socially anyway, responsible to foot the bill, although many times it doesn't work out that way. But that's the traditional, I guess, idea.
In Egypt, the groom has to foot the bill.
Really? Okay.
For the
groom
wedding party?
The groom or the parents?
No. The groom. Is it the groom or the groomer?
Groom, not groomer.
The groom.
Yeah.
He is a groom himself.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, but they're young.
If his parents can help, nobody will complain for sure.
Ah, really? Okay. Interesting. Ah, okay. There you go. Thank you, Araceli, for this factual scientific information. All right. So the idiom "bury your head in the sand." Okay. this idiom is derived from the idea that ostriches bury their heads in the sand. But in fact, what they're doing is turning their eggs during the incubation, which makes perfect sense, right? There you go. Now we know. Okay. Thank you for your research. You get a gold star for the day. Very good, Araceli.
Thank you.
Terrific. Okay. It's interesting who foots the bill for a wedding. We'll talk more about that, but we got other things to do. Michael, are you there? Is your mic working?
Yep.
Here we go. All right. Pardon me.
Somebody got your backup.
If someone gets your backup, you are trying something for the first one. You get on your.
Michael, what do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is speaking? I hear someone speaking.
Not.
It's Heidi, I think. Heidi. Hi. I think you're unmuted.
I'm sorry.
Hear you practicing. It's okay.
Michael?
Pay for it? You pay for it?
No? What? Pay for it? No. If you foot the bill, you pay for something.
Okay. They annoyed you?
Yeah, okay. If somebody, so the correct pronoun would be they. They annoyed you, yeah. Now, this is a little bit interesting because I've never heard anyone say, he really got my back up. No one talks about themselves in the first person and uses this idiom. Or they wouldn't say it the other way around, I really got his back up. It sounds weird. When we use this, we're usually talking in the second person, he got her back up. Bob really got Michael's back up during the party. We always use this idiom to express other people where we're not involved. Strangely enough, some idioms are like that. You only use them to talk about yourself, how you interacted with someone, or you never use them to talk about yourself or how you interacted. Max, number 3.
If something gets on your nerves.
Yeah.
Something, it maybe see.
Yeah.
It irritates you.
It irritates you. Yeah.
Irritates.
All right. Well, what's something that gets on your nerves, Max?
When I lost my connection.
Oh yeah. Okay, that gets my back up.
Too?
Yeah, indeed. Hey, it's my livelihood. It freaks me out. I hate it. Really annoys me. Yeah. Very good. All right. Perfect. Okay. Number 4, Heidi. If your heart is just not into something.
There are 2 choices. They annoy you.
Yeah.
Okay. You really don't feel like doing it. Maybe this. At first, I thought it irritates you, but maybe it really don't feel like doing it.
That's exactly right. You really don't want to do something. And we often use just, as I read it to you, not how it is written, but your heart just isn't into something. His heart just isn't into it. Very commonly used with just. Meaning he really doesn't want to do it.
Or he's not into something.
Not into something. He's not interested in doing. Yeah, it's often used for a very specific activity. Now, here the tricky thing is, maybe it's something in the future. My son is going to university, but really his heart just isn't into it. So he's not looking forward to doing something in the future. Or maybe we're talking about somebody who's doing this action right now, All right. Bob is sorting all the mail, but you can tell his heart really isn't into it. Okay, he's just not feeling it. Sometimes we use
But
this expression. Someone's not feeling it. Yeah. Yes? Question? Okay. Anyway, and it can be used in the past tense. All right.
sorry,
Yeah.
when we say I'm not into movies, does this mean I don't like movies?
Yep. Okay. You're into something, you enjoy it. You're not into it, you don't enjoy it. That's right. So this is probably related to that. Yeah. But this particular saying we often use for a very particular action or situation. All right. The children built a snowman, but obviously their hearts weren't into it. All right. They only made a snowman out of one ball of snow. Obviously they weren't excited about it, and they were too cold to build a snowman. So it's a very poor snowman. So you would say obviously their heart wasn't into it. Okay, they weren't enjoying it. Okay. Well, last one here, Artheli. If you dip your toe in the water, Artheli, are you? I saw you go in and come out again. Not sure if you're connected. Okay. I suppose not. All right. Omar, if you dip your toe in the water.
I think that is the only.
True. There's only one answer.
You are trying something for the first time?
Very good. So, all right. If you dip your toe in the water, it could be an activity or a sport or learning a new language, whatever it is. Usually, we use this idiom to express the idea that we're willing or we want to just try it out, but we're not fully committed to doing it every day. You know, for example, thinking about working out, I don't really know if I have the time, and I don't know what gym I want to go to, so I think I'll go to the gym at the end of the street, and I'll at least dip my toe in the water. I'll go one time, try it out, see if I like it, see if I want to jump in, just like you would jump into the water. Okay, I'll dip my toe in the water. I'll try it to test. All right, just like you dip your toe in the water to see if it's too cold or not. Maybe you won't swim because the water's too cold. Maybe you will. So no commitment. All right,
Or in business.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, or in business, as a matter of fact. Right.
Before we spend a lot of money, we need to dip our toe in the water.
There you go. Very good. Because you don't want to get in over your head. There you go. There you go. All right, so you jump right in and you get in over your head. You're drowning because you didn't really test the waters. Also, that's very good. As far as business, we often say, for example, we do a market survey or something like that. It's called test the waters. Same idea. Dip your toe in the water. All right. We're thinking about, selling our product in another country. Let's test the waters. Let's do some market studies. Stuff like that. Okay, in this next exercise, you've got a 50-50 chance of being correct. Because what we're going to do, we're going to choose one of the words in italics to complete the idiom. This exercise is done in the form of a dialogue, what one person might say, and then how the other person may reply. Okay. So, Nader, if I said to you, do you get phone calls from companies trying to sell you things? Hello? Nader?
Many people are muting.
Yeah, weird things going on today. Actually, it has been noticed by other teachers here at Verbling that themselves and students have been having a number of strange little glitch problems lately. There's been some chatter about that. Okay, till Nader.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
there
I'm
he
back.
is. Okay.
All the times you are a pain in the neck.
Very good. A pain in the neck. Of course, we do express this in a different way.
We have another one. This is euphemism.
What's that? Oh dear.
When you have another, or when you have a rude expression and you make it, you say euphemism or what?
Euphemism.
Euphemism? Okay.
Maybe that's it. Yes.
Euphemism. Okay. Yes, that's right. Of course, in English, it depends who you're with. They're a pain in the neck or they're a pain in another part of your body. Yeah. Which is kind of like a donkey. Okay. Michael.
Did you know? Did you know that Alan? Oh, you already did that.
Yeah, we're doing a dialogue. Did you know that Alan and Moira have stopped seeing each other?
Yes, I do know, but I put my foot in it yesterday when I asked when they were getting married.
Uh-huh. Okay, so what can I assume if he put his foot in it?
I'm not sure from this context.
Okay. Pretty much if you put your foot in it, it means you embarrass yourself. You say something you shouldn't have said. All right, so Alan and Moira broke up. And then he asked when they are getting married, so that's kind of embarrassing and stupid thing to say. All right. So you put your foot in it, basically you embarrass yourself. Or we can use the idiom to talk about somebody else, of course. Max, I'm really worried about my economics course. I don't know what to do.
Do you want to talk about it? It might help to get it for your back.
Chest.
Back, chest, head, nose, arm, leg. Yeah. Well, okay. This is interesting.
Get it off your chest. Yeah, I agree with Michael.
Get it off your chest. All right. It's okay. You're venting. You're talking to somebody about a problem, an issue, what have you, to make yourself feel better, usually. Or maybe sometimes we use it because you feel guilty about something. So you want to get something off your chest. So if I say, Max, I have to get something off my chest. I stole your favorite pencil yesterday at work.
I think in Russian we say, get it off somebody's shoulders.
Okay. Well, okay. See, this is why this is complicated. You get it off your chest, it's because emotionally it's constraining you. We also use the idea of get something off, take something, we usually use take something off someone's shoulders means a burden, some other kind of burden, a financial burden. That's a real weight off my shoulders, or it could be a weight off my chest. Okay. Usually somebody takes the weight off somebody else's shoulders. Ourselves, okay, that's a weight off my chest. I've got to get it off my chest, I have to confess. So we also use shoulders. Back is also kind of possible. If you get something off your back, if there's something on your back, for example, the actual idiom is you have a monkey on your back. Do you know what that means, Max, if you have a monkey on your back?
No, I don't know.
It means you have an addiction.
Addiction.
Yeah. So you want to get it off your back. Okay, get your addiction off your back, get the monkey off your back. All right. So the idiomatically speaking, usually we actually say monkey, get the monkey off your back.
So, speaking of shoulders, can we say that the company will shoulder the cost? Will pay for it?
Yes, the company will shoulder the cost. They will bear the burden of the cost. That would be a very, very common usage of that idiom. Yes, perfect. Very good.
Thank you.
So if somebody will shoulder something, that's right. They will bear the burden. The company will shoulder the cost for the development. Excellent example. Thank you. It was good. Okay, let's move on. Thank you. Heidi, Jane's a bit strange, isn't she?
Yeah, but I'm not sure what it is. I can't quite put my hand on it.
Finger. Finger, yeah. Can't put my finger on it. Okay, and this is actually very common, widely used for many circumstances. Yeah, there's something strange going on at work, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anything that you just can't quite figure out. You know that something is off. Something is wrong. There's a little mystery going on. But you don't know why. Okay. All right, and then we use this expression. Why? Why what?
You asked, you know why, so I asked you why.
Oh. I said, you don't know why something is happening. Then you say, I can't put my finger on it. Or, a doctor who can't diagnose what is wrong with a patient might say, well, clearly there are health issues, but we can't put our finger on the problem. Okay, we just can't figure it out.
We put finger only on our lips. Be quiet.
Okay, to tell somebody to be quiet, of course, but
put my finger on my lips.
Right. Of course, that's an actual physical movement. Of course, these are idioms, and you don't actually put your finger anywhere. You just say this to say you can't figure out. It's a very abstract idiom. You're not physically touching anything with your fingers and hands are not going anywhere. Okay, Omar. Jill's not her usual self at the moment. Is there something wrong?
I think that is pressure of work. She has to shoulder a lot of responsibility.
Very good. All right, so bear, to hold up a lot of responsibility, very similar to Nader's earlier comments about shouldering costs. All right, you shoulder responsibility as well. Very common collocation. Very good. Nader, number 6. You need to be more ambitious. Ambitious. Sorry. You could be a senior manager if you wanted to.
No, thanks. I don't want to. I don't want to elbow my way to the top like you did. And
Yeah.
lose all my friends on the way.
Very good. Physically speaking, if you elbow someone out of the way, for example, you're in line or you're in a crowd of people, you're actually poking
You push him away.
pushing with your elbows, with your very pointy, knobby, painful elbows. So it's very rude. So abstractly, if you elbow your way to the top, then you're doing it in a very rude way. That's why he mentions losing all your friends. Yeah, because you're painfully pushing people out of the way. Okay. Michael, who was that man I saw you with last night? Michael? Oh dear, I lost him again. Okay, Max, who is that man, woman, person I saw you with last night?
Okay, I'm not sure, but I think I don't be so noisy. Noisy.
Well, not
It's
noisy.
your business.
Nosy.
Nosy.
Yeah, noisy. La 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 la. You know, lots of sound. Nosy, noisy. Okay, don't be so noisy. All right, don't be so curious. It's none of your business. What is cheeky? Don't be cheeky. Actually, cheeky's a word, and it almost fits in this dialogue example. Don't be so cheeky. Cheeky.
I don't know what.
What is cheeky? Does anybody know what cheeky means? If we describe someone as cheeky, they're very brash, brassy, forward. They're very forward. They're not being very polite, a little rude, very forward. So actually, this is kind of possible that it could be either of these answers. Heidi? It was nice to meet your girlfriend last night.
She's very nice, too nice for you. Don't be so cheeky.
Yeah, there. You're being sarcastic, too nice for you. All right, a little rude. That's being cheeky. Okay. Omar, look at that Ferrari.
Fantastic. I'll give my right arm for a car like that.
Yeah, the whole phrase. I'd give my right arm for something, meaning to say you'd make any kind of sacrifice for that thing.
So, a bit similar to it will cost an arm and a leg, but the other one means
which
very
is the next one. Yes. Which is funny. That must have cost you. Now, here's the funny thing. Sometimes I hear second language speakers say a leg and an arm, and that will make a native speaker laugh out loud. I guarantee it. I don't know why, but when people use idioms like "it's raining dogs and cats," it sounds enormously funny, because of course the normal expression "it's raining cats and dogs," it costs an arm and a leg. So when people say
what
it
if you hear it will cost an arm and a finger?
Well, then I'd probably start crying. I'd be laughing so hard. Yeah. And the very beginning of the class, Heidi asked me if I was pulling her leg. Again, I would be laughing very loud if she said pulling my arm. Very good. So you're kidding somebody, you're joking, you're telling a small lie just for fun, not a malicious lie to try to rob them or cheat them or hurt them, but a joking, kidding lie. You're pulling their leg. And the last one, how's your new job going? I'm still finding my feet. All right, you're finding your footing. You're figuring out how things work. Had to zip through these last ones quite quickly because I am out of time. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me.
In darkness.
Thank you so much.
Okay. And
Bye
we'll
bye.
see you again soon.
Bye.
I certainly hope. Bye-bye.
Hope so. Thank you.